find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
First down, Murray. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
The Giants will line up.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Lets this one rip toward Graham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Giants.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Drake on the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down. Giants.
Shotgun now from Murray. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Complete to Golden Tate.
Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Steps away. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 48-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Giants 14, Bears nothing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Now Drake loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
Gain of 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Catch made by Slayton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Complete.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. But it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray to air it out again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
First down, Giants.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flushed out right. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Forced out to his left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Got a man, Slayton. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, New York.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to
Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, a famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Throwing again, Murray. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Right there.
Now it's Trubisky. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 29 is the Mike 29.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
29-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
5-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Kyler Fackrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Throwing here, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Khalil Mack in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Murray off play action. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
New York.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Under 10.
From the gun, Murray rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check 43.
From the gun, Murray, and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right. Incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week, he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Got a man, it's
you gotta feel it,
inside
baby.
the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 54 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Check 59, Mike. Mike. 59. You ain't going nowhere. Check safety, check safety. Hatchet.
They get this out left, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Score Giants 34, Bears 3. Graham
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
The ball
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
gain of 5.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Giants 41, Bears 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
21-yard line.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle?
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 79 yards. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed postcard?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start the drive with Drake. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Operating from the gun, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, D. Hey, alert. Mike 29.
On third down, Trubisky. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And there's a familiar sight, Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
Being chased out left. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
But it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try it. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cordell Patterson there to make the grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is
caught at the 20.
Have some of this. Have some of
And
this.
he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To Darius Slayton.
Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Play action. It's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Brandon Williams. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Giants 1st down.
1st down, Murray. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
1st down, Giants.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 19-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Jalen Johnson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Flush to his... Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Xavier McKinney. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. There he goes, right side. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Bears 23. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
New York.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Eluding the pressure right. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the